Now, story-wise, it's all about showbiz this evening. And the reason we're here in Drimnagh Castle is because Drimnagh is the home place of Patricia Cahill. Patricia was one of the big names in pantomime when I was growing up, and I have so many lovely memories of seeing her and Maureen Potter on stage in the Gaiety. They were both wonderful. Nowadays, Patricia divides her time between Spain and Dublin, and I was absolutely thrilled to meet up with her when she was on a recent visit to Dublin. And we began on the street where she lived, Mourne Road, here in Drimnagh.
I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before.
Patricia Cahill, we've brought you back to your home place, Mourne Road in Drimnagh.
That's right. Yeah, I wasn't actually born in Drimnagh, I was born in Ranelagh. But I came up here as a very young child, so I grew up here. All my childhood memories are in Drimnagh, yes.
And how many of you were there in the family?
There were 5 of us, 2 sisters, 2 brothers, and myself.
This was where you grew up, and this is where you went to school, and I'm looking there at the primary school across the way. Is that where you went?
That's where I went, yes.
Let's go and see what memories are evoked. Well, Patricia, this was your primary school.
It was, yeah.
Mourne Road. What kind of memories are you having now walking through the grounds?
Well, I have to say, I have wonderful memories of all my school days.
That's great.
And in Mourne Road, the nuns, I mean, I owe so much to these nuns.
What nuns were they?
Sisters of Mercy. Mm-hmm. And when they discovered that I had a voice, I mean, they did everything to help me.
So, Patricia, this is your parish church on Mourne Road. Must be full of memories.
Well, it is naturally, because the church was a big thing. You know, going to the church was special. You had your Sunday dress, and you dressed up. But I used to come here also with my mother to the sodality every Monday, and I used to love coming with her.
I presume you sang in this church?
I did. I sang at weddings. And I'm about 13. I think the nuns must have taught me that now, the Ave Maria Panis Angelicus. And I used to sing, and the distance from the gallery to here is quite enormous. But you get used to everything. And as a child, you're not too conscious, you just get up and sing.
Did you get married here?
No,
Oh.
No, unfortunately, I was to have got married here, and I had arranged, all the invitations had gone out, and the red carpet I wanted, and I had the Glasnevin Musical Society singing at my wedding, so it was beautiful. I was delighted. Well, lo and behold, I got a call one day from the parish priest, or maybe some of his secretary, to say that unfortunately he didn't want any music during his confessions. So I went around ringing up various churches, and I got a call immediately afterwards from a Father Fihely from Our Lady Queen of Peace out in Merrion Road. And he said, well, Patricia, as far as I'm concerned, you can bring the RTE boys band if you like. So I said, well, not quite, but I said, thank you. So I took up the invitation, and I got married in Our Lady Queen of Peace out in Merrion Road. Luckiest day of my life. Yeah, we were married for 44 years, and Kieran sadly died 3 years ago from motor neuron, which was completely, we didn't even know what motor neuron disease was. And he was a healthy, lovely guy, full of life, full of the joys of spring.
And we are delighted to welcome her with her husband, Kieran O'Carroll, at the piano. Would you welcome back home Patricia Cahill, ladies and gentlemen?
Didn't just love each other, we were in love with each other all our lives.
It rich, are we a pair?
There were times I'd say, I'm so happy, something's bound to happen, but it didn't for 44 years, and suddenly it did. And it was the most disastrous thing that has ever happened to me in my life. Well, this is the Our Lady's Hall, Mourne Road, where I used to do shows every Monday night. They had a big, huge production every Monday night, and we used to play to packed houses every Monday.
Wow.
God.
Oh, really? Are you having
Well, I'll tell you something.
moment.
It is much bigger than I remembered. And normally things are, yeah, I suppose they're much bigger when you remember them, aren't they?
Well, what age were you when you started singing
I
here?
was 12.
Oh, for goodness sake, of
And
course.
yeah, and we used to have these big shows, as I said, every Monday night, and the place was packed to the gills. And
It has everything.
yeah, and you've got
Balcony.
the balcony up there. They were for the very grand people.
Great stage.
And, great
orchestra
stage.
pit.
Orchestra. Oh, everything that a hall should be.
Now, this is an important year for Drimna because it's the 80th anniversary of the Residents Association.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
here in this very hall, Miss Patricia Cahill, what's going to happen?
Well, I'm absolutely thrilled. The residents, Drimna Residents Association are going to present me with a plaque, I suppose, an honour of what started here and led me into a most wonderful career. I couldn't have wished for more.
And on a Saturday night at the end of the summer, the people of Drimna paid tribute to their very own Patricia Cahill. Patricia, I have really fond memories of being brought to the Gaiety as a child for the pantomime and gales of laughter and seeing you on stage with Maureen Potter and the
Right, happy days. Yeah, I came over from the Olympia Theatre to the Gaiety. I suppose I was about 22, 23 at the time. And I really have happy memories of the Gaiety. And Maureen welcomed me with open arms.
You'd hardly believe it, love, but I won't stop the show when Vesper bells are ringing, I hear sweet voices singing.
What was Maureen Potter like to work with?
She was a great example for anybody who has worked with Maureen Potter. She was a great example.
She was a huge star.
Oh, but you never would think that talking to Maureen. Maureen was, once she was off the stage, she was off the stage. That was another world. That was a different life.
They don't write music like that, I'll tell you why. Because they couldn't sing them. They haven't got the voices, it's all ooh, boppy doo, boppy doo, boppy doo. Moonlight and roses.
She said, "This is where you should be, and I'm delighted you're here." So it was a lovely welcome for me. We rehearsed for that particular little item in the ladies' loo, in the dress circle. It's around the corner here, and we came up on our own during a break in rehearsals, and nobody saw us rehearse for this. And we rehearsed every day and looking at ourselves in the mirror and just long like and doing our little dances. So we opened opening night, and we were placed in the middle of the first half of the show. And normally the big items are in the second half, the big build-up during the show. But we were in the middle of the first half. And we went through Moonlight and Roses. The applause was just, it was thunderous. The audience just loved it. It was a reaction from an audience that I had never experienced. I'd never heard quite the same in the theatre. It was so spontaneous. There was something about it. Brought people back to certain days in their lives, maybe, or memories, but it was a combination of things. And that is my abiding memory of my performances in the Gaiety Theatre.
How would you describe your life now at this stage? Are you happy? Are you content?
No, I wouldn't use either of those words because, to be honest with you, I don't think I've had a kind of a real sense of happiness since Kieran died. I was always happy. We were always happy, laughing and joking. I'm not unhappy. No way. I've got my 2 lovely children who are great friends and great company and always interested, and try and make up for the fact that Kieran is not there because they realise the relationship that we had as well and they respect it. But the kind of carefree thing I sense, it comes back from time to time. And I know Kieran would like it to come back even more, so I'm kind of working on that. And but I'll always miss him till the day I die. But no, he would love to be here today now. He'd be there sitting and rooting for me and say, oh yeah, that's great. And don't forget to say that and don't forget to say the other. But, and this is the first thing I've done actually since he died, that he's not here with me. So it's nice and special.
Where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year.
Patricia Cahill, the epitome of style and elegance today, as she always has been, and what lovely memories she evoked for so many people of my vintage going to the pantomime. Fado, fado.